Welcome to Gamesthetic, episode 228. I'm Alex Light with Sparky3. Hopefully you're having a phenomenal day today, whatever day you're watching or listening to the show. We're live a little earlier today than usual here on a Saturday. We're live around noon because I've got some plans later. Zach's unavailable, and I got John here in the studio. John, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm here. I ain't got nothing planned for later, but I can always show up earlier.
Yeah, there we go. You know, I had some plans that kind of popped up for later this evening, so I'm going to take care of that and just do the show a little bit earlier. You know, we got future game show to talk about. Gamescom had a lot of Pokemon news come out this week, and involving as also some stuff that I know you were particularly interested in when we last got the presents with Pokemon Champions. So we'll dive into that. We had a Kirby Air Riders direct. I'll talk about that. I
didn't even bother.
Very long, you know, but then again, it is Sakurai we're talking about, so I understand why it was very long, but very long. I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter, but it's Sakurai, so let them have his fun.
They don't care. They're like, go have your fun, and then
do it.
Come back to us.
Yeah, come back and you know work on some Smash stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's the plan. We can take care of these couple things real quick. But yeah, no, we got a few different things to talk about today. You know, between Gamescom and all the games there, future game show, what stood out to us between the two shows, the Pokemon news, Kirby Air Riders Direct. We had your big remaster officially get confirmed. We can touch on that later. The Helldivers and Halo ODST crossover confirmed. What a time to be alive there.
Did you watch like the Warbond trailer?
I did not watch the Warbond trailer.
Man,
no.
Something about seeing like in that Helldivers universe that Halo AR show up. It was like, oh man, that looks good.
Yeah,
I didn't know they were gonna have the AR. I figured they would take, since it's ODST, I assumed they would have the SMG from ODST. Yeah. I was like, it's the first thing they showed, and then it cut to like the AR. I was like, oh man.
And isn't the shotgun in there too? I think it's shotgun, SMG, and AR, man. It looks sick, man. What a time to be alive. Helldivers and Halo ODST, brother. That's crazy. But yeah, then we got some other stuff to touch on throughout the show. We'll make sure to shout out some Rogue Energy and Sparky3 shop later on in the show as well. Join the Discord if you can come chat with us. And if you want to support us further, the Patreon's a great way to do so. But don't feel obligated. Just subscribe to the channel, be a friend, tell a friend, like, comment, even dislike. I don't care. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. Man, I had a fun comment this week, bro. So I put up that console tier list. Did you see that? I put that up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I put up the console tier list.
Oh yeah. I saw the.
Yeah, you saw the comment. Yes, someone commented that it was like blatantly clear that I've never played with any of these because it's like no one cares. And it's like it's just about the games. I'm like, bro, I think a lot of people actually care about what a console looks like. What are you talking about?
I mean, the thing is,
that's a wild take.
You only care about the games that are on it while that's currently there. After that, it usually just becomes something on your shelf until you find a reason to go hook it back up to play old games.
Yeah, exactly. No, I thought that was funny. Like I said, I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. I like hate comments. It's fine, man. I'm not messed up about it. Let's have a conversation, man. It's great. Have a great time. But anyway, John, anything you want to shout out from the rooftops before we kind of get into stuff? I got something I'll shout out, but you got anything?
Something I don't know. I haven't looked really at what you have in there for later on in the show, but one thing that was announced this week, Path of Exile 2.
Nope, didn't have this.
Path of Exile 2 is getting a new league. Big new update, adding in a bunch of stuff. They're adding in Act 4, and also removing cruel difficulty playthrough. So they're adding in Act 4 and then 3 interlude acts to kind of take you from where the campaign is finishing off for now and then getting you into the end game. So it's not having to play through it twice will be nice. Bunch of quality of life changes. They're finally introducing kind of a weird system, but they're introducing essentially a new vendor, a new type of, or new NPC and new type of stash tab that will allow for being able to trade items with people who, even when they're not online. So if they list it for a price and put it in with this in a stash tab with this NPC, it's listed for sale. If you find it on the website, you can and you click that you want the item, teleports you directly there in game, and you can pull your item out, and then you can actually view their inventory from there to see if you want to buy any of their other stuff. We'll see how it actually works, but hopefully it works well and kind of reduces some of the friction in trading in that game.
Nice.
So yeah, bunch of other announcements and stuff for Path of Exile 2. Probably talk more about it when I actually play it.
Nice. Hey, shout out to Path 2 getting its update. That's always cool. Gonna probably pop off in the numbers too.
Probably a little bit.
Yeah, probably a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I did not see that news. So definitely good shout out there. I thought you were gonna maybe shout out the Tarkov one. I'm like, I do have that one in there.
Oh no, buddy, I didn't even know about that. A buddy of mine who plays Tarkov mentioned it last night.
Yeah. So, well, I got one shout out. It's a little bit on the emotional side, but it's like a good emotional side. But it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, just we're here, you know. We're streaming happens to be on the day, so I figured let's acknowledge it, you know, especially since the branding and everything. But here today for the stream, August 23rd, is actually the passing of my dog Sparky, who I had for 16 years, Dude was an absolute tank and an absolute legend. So I wanted to shout him out because clearly, as you can probably look at the channel, there's a lot of inspiration there. You know, for the probably the 1% that looks at our channel that's a video game channel and might think, man, why are they called Sparky 3? Why do they have a, you know, a dog for a logo and stuff? You know, that this is the backstory. So I've got a few photos here. So this photo here at the right here at the get-go, I'll actually show you guys the old logo that I did that was really crap. As well as the new updated logo that I hired to get done. This photo here was actually the direct inspiration for the Sparky 3 logo. Because before he passed, we were under a different name, as well as this show. Gamesthetic was, of course, under a different name at one point, with you know, being called Lighthearted or Lighthearted Gamers at a couple different points. And after he passed, that's when you know, I decided to do a little bit of a rebranding thing, and we are now Sparky 3. You know, the E3 part just comes from the fact from when I thought about, all right, let's name it after Sparky. I didn't want to name it Sparky because I feel like the search for that would be a pain in the ass. I felt like nobody would be able to directly find us very easily. So it's like, all right, let's do E3, Spark Entertainment, Excitement Every Day. Let's do something like that. And, you know, and his name did have an E in it, because I was a dumb child, and that is how I was determined how it would be spelt, even though that's not how you spell Sparky. It was spelled E-Y, not just Y. So, yeah, shout out to Sparky, absolute legend. 16 years, what a tank. And believe it or not, which also a big shout out to my vet for this, believe it or not, it was actually like pretty much like, I mean, you were with me for a good chunk of that his end of life, including his end of life. Like, I think it was probably pretty much like just like year 14 and a half when it started to kind of, you know, probably need to do this. You know what I mean? Or year 15. I mean, he only had like, I feel like one bad year, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, a large part of those last couple years was when I was living with you.
yeah.
And he would come hang out with me because I wouldn't let the others in the room.
Yeah, he wouldn't I wouldn't let my you know, the husky Lucario or my other blue healer Lola in there, so that was his safe haven, was going in John's office.
Yeah. He'd just come hang out in there. He's like, it'll be quiet.
Yeah, it'll be quiet. I'll be able to relax in here. Nah, shout out to Sparky, man. Like I said, big inspiration for the channel, and honestly, kind of the identity of where the channel went. Not just from like a logo standpoint, but like, I guess just the vibe. Because like in his youth and stuff, he was a wild pup. He was a wild pup. You know, even up to like 10 years old and stuff, he was a wild pup. So just big shout out to the Sparksters. What a legend. So here you go. I'll probably make this into a video. You know, so here you go. Here's the story of how we became Sparky 3 and the identity behind who is Sparky 3. So big shout out to that. And honestly, I'm sure as time goes on, I mean, I'll probably do more inspiration things for other pets. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've got out of the 5 pets I've currently got, I mean, 4 of them are named after video game characters. You know, so I could definitely see, you know, some inspirations for like different, maybe video ideas or your segments, or, you know, one thing that I really want to do starting this year, I'm gonna do my best to make it happen, is I want to finally launch the Gamesthetic Awards, standalone video, you know, us doing awards for different things. It's not, and it won't be like TGA where it's like best RPG, best. It's going to be our own kind of like best whatever. You know what I mean? We're going to be creative with it. I mean, hell, dude, you know, I could do awards based off like, you know, let's say the cats. You know, my cat's obviously named after Zelda characters, like best trios, whatever, presented by Link, Zelda, Sidon, or, you know, we have Lucario who's in the room with me right now. You know. Heck, even if you wanted to do one, man, you have you know, your cat Pixel. We could do best Pixel game of the year presented by Pixel the cat. You know, you got my support and blessing on that. So no, big shout out to all of our pets, man. Pets are, you know, they're some goats, dude. Let me tell you. Speaking of, I got the other 2 dogs in here chilling in the studio with me right now. So shout out to Lola and Lucario hanging out with us. Anyway, you ready to jump into stuff? Brother?
Yeah.
All right, let's do Gamescom opening night live. Let's go ahead and just pass it off to you because you already criticized my list. There's something that I didn't include here that you're excited for. What is it?
I don't know if excitement is the right word, but as said before multiple times on this show, like there's certain keywords that kind of pique my interest, knowing it would be a game that I'm not gonna play for a long time, but I'll play a lot of it.
Right.
There was one game that when it was announced, they started off. I believe they said it was from it was a shooter game, and then it was I believe it was a Korean game,
Oh, I know which one this one is.
and then it had that MMO tag
Yeah.
on it.
You know
So I sat up in my chair a little bit higher when Cinder City started getting talked about.
You know, when I was building, like, all right, so for the context of what he's referring to about criticizing my list, right? In Discord, I've got the hashtag to go to a separate channel that has every game announced, but on the main show script, I just handpicked like the main announcements.
Yeah.
I want you to know, I looked at Cinder City, I'm like, why is that one that I feel like I need to include? But I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I was giving him a hard time because I looked at him like, man, he just got like the standard big name games or something, or the ones that everybody would come out going, yeah, these games were talked about. Nah, man,
Cinder City.
They're not the ones that made me sit up.
By NC Soft, baby.
I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but I'll play it.
Yeah, it's that MMO slop that FPS or not. Is it FPS or third person?
I thought they said FPS, but it looks more third person.
Okay, well, what a shooter MMO slop
he wants
to play.
It looks wild and dumb.
Yeah.
So I'll probably play it for a while.
I just made a short about this recently, about like you were telling your friend that you couldn't wait for the next random shooter live service slop for you to play for
they just started getting as soon as I started talking about this, I was listening to it at work, and it was like they started talking about it, and I like sat up a little bit. I'm like, oh, wow, you got my attention now.
It's time. Oh God, man. Yeah, I'll tell you, dude, I looked at Cinder City this morning, and I was when I was building the script, and I'm like, why is that one that I feel like needs to be included?
Yeah. No,
that's funny.
Opening Night Live, it was a decent show.
Yeah, it was fun.
They had some fun stuff showing off in it. It wasn't nothing particularly like super standout for me. I mean, I'll have to consult your list because my short list of games that I saw that was notable is from both Opening Night Live and Future Game Show. But yeah, there was some fun stuff in there.
In the showcase tab, I've got everything in order of reveal, if that also helps. But no, I mean, there was some cool stuff. Like even the pre-show had, for me, at least 3 games that I looked at. Like, okay, those actually look pretty fun. Like the one that's like stood out to me from the pre-show is Long Gone. I thought Long Gone looked really cool. Like I loved like the art style for it, where it's like the character was like very pixelized, but the background was more like a colorful pixel. It was like that survival game with zombies and stuff.
Is that the?
It's like by Outer Sloth. It's by Outer Sloth.
That doesn't help me.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I have some stuff I was showing off yesterday that I can refer back to.
Yeah. No, Long Gone was one that looked pretty cool to me. Also, didn't think that this would interest me, but there was just something so goofy about it that I was just like, you know what? This looks fun. Road Kings. Road Kings just looks like one that I'm going to have fun with, because as soon as it started, I'm like, this is a trucking sim, isn't it? And they started kind of showcasing the game, like the idea behind it, where at the end you're driving into a freaking tornado, and I'm like, this game's gonna be ridiculous, and I low key want to play it. Like it's one that stood out to me, man. Routine, that was like a horror game. That one looked pretty cool as well. I like the vibe around it. And then of course, a shout out to the Sonic Pac-Man collab. That's pretty cool.
There was one that when they started showing it, I was watching it, and I was going, what the fuck is happening here? It's like what. Because some of the games I put on there, and I was like, I put a little note next to it. I was like, this might be a maybe, or there's one in particular I just put Zach next to.
Right.
Because I was like,
that's a Zach game.
Because I was watching it, and I was like, Zach is all I could think of with this game.
Right.
There's one. It was Time Takers.
Oh yeah. Time Takers looked. I wish listed it.
It looks so weird.
Yeah.
It's a team based. Team-based competitive game. The only thing in my mind I could equate it to, like, for the style of game it is, or at least for like the concept of how rounds and everything work, is the finals.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just not gameplay wise, but game mechanic wise, kind of, maybe without the destructibility. But that's the only thing I could really compare it to. But it was like just when they had all the characters jumping in with all their crazy abilities and stuff going on, my note literally just said, "What the fuck?"
No, I thought it looked cool, man. But I'm with you. It was all over the place. Like, I went and wishlisted it. Another one that I wishlisted was, our generic. I wouldn't say generic. It's kind of rude, but kind of feels generic in today's industry a little bit sometimes. Hero shooter, Fate Trigger, the anime hero shooter we got. It looked cool to me. We gave that a nice little wish list.
Yeah, the other one that I saw, my one that had the note for Zach on it was a game called Unbeatable.
Oh, that did look really cool.
It was
Yeah, that's a Zach game.
it was like some weird rhythm type
Yep.
game, and that I couldn't really tell what was going on. But as I was watching, I was just like, this is a game that Zach would come on, having never watched the showcase, and go,
Right.
"Hey guys, guess what? I checked out."
Yeah. 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 It's just like I played this game called Unbeatable. That'd be a Zach play. What'd you think about Death by Scrolling? I thought that might be
That
one.
game looks sick. I was
Okay, I
surprised.
thought that was one that you would like.
That game, there was that game, and then when they were talking about it, I was like, oh, this is super unique.
Mhm.
I was like, I have like the auto scrolling aspect of it. I was like, I haven't really seen a whole lot of it, or like personally, I haven't seen a whole lot of it.
Right.
Like the next day at Future Game Show, another game similar to it was announced.
Oh, really?
But Death by Scrolling looks insane.
Mhm.
Yeah, auto scrolling roguelike game where you have to constantly be on the move and look like you actually part of the movement is like having to go through like little maze structures and stuff to actually be able to get past the area before the scrolling gets you. Looks really cool.
Yeah. No, that was one of the ones that stood out to me, especially when Jeff was kind of doing the build up for it a little bit. I thought it looked really cool. Just the whole mechanics around it, everything about it looked really sick.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely on my list that I made like 4 games for me.
Yeah. Neverness to Everness is another one that I thought looked cool, where it was like that anime looking like GTA game. I assume this is going to be like a free to play live service because I saw that it was coming to mobile. So it'll probably be some form of gotcha game, but I thought it looked pretty cool.
I don't remember seeing that one.
Yeah, no, Neverness to Everness I thought looked pretty cool. Let's see. Other than that, I guess the only things that I could really take away from personally is just stuff we already knew about. So like Chronos: The New Dawn looks really fun. Still looking forward to that. Resident Evil 9 still looked really good. We got a little element with Grace and her mother. So we got to kind of see that a little bit, and I guess like a little bit of a prequel to the game kind of thing.
We got the updated World of Tanks.
Yeah, the update of World of Tanks Heat, and as well as World of Tanks 2.0 earlier on in the stream. So shout out to World of Tanks. And then like there was a lot of other cool things throughout. Like we had a look at Fallout Season 2. That's cool. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Shout out to that. That's gonna be neat. Disco Elysium's devs new game Zero Parades. So that's a big shout out there. Then you've got some more looks at like Onimusha. One that was really cool to me was actually Lego Batman. Like Lego games are just always kind of fun. But like as I was sitting there watching this, I'm like, whatever, Lego Batman game, whatever. And I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, wait a minute, is this the Bale movies? Like,
Well,
they took inspiration.
They took a lot of inspiration. They said because they did like a interview segment.
Yeah.
And it's like they said they took inspiration from honestly all the movies, and like the Bale movies in particular were heavily prominent.
Yeah, I could tell.
And then we had, then they said they took some inspiration from previous movies as well as a lot of deep cut comic stuff.
Right. Yeah, no, I was watching it. Once my brain clicked and I was seeing like some Bale movie like inspiration, I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's like, oh, that's neat. And then when there was like the news after it, what is my camera doing, brother? Stop flashing around. All right, calm down. And then afterwards, it's like apparently the game is like so much larger than Arkham Knight, and there's like 4 large islands. I mean, Lego games are fun. It's not one to ride home about, but they're just fun games. So I don't know. That's one that it's kind of neat to me. My camera's freaking out with the lighting, bro.
Also getting, I mean, couple things. We got Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition, including I think they said new faction or like a new whatever it is that you.
Oh
I forget what
yeah. Dynasty something.
something like that. One of the new like playable starting factions or whatever. KCD 2 DLC or expansion.
Mm-hmm.
They finally showed off Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That game has been years of like hearing nothing on it.
Right.
So it's like it's not games I've ever played, but it's something I remember like hearing some stuff about a couple years ago.
Right.
So it's like finally hearing that I had kind of forgotten about it. Other than that, the other thing that I wasn't necessarily expecting, I don't know if it had been announced before, but the Sekiro anime getting shown off.
Oh, true. I'm having a lot of camera problems over here. I don't know why. It's spazzing out on me, bruh. That's all right. We'll get it fixed. So people can enjoy the intro playing behind John while I'm getting this fixed. Oh, Sniper Cam.
Yeah. I'm just looking back. Oh yeah, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle getting its DLC. Still haven't played that game, but it's one that from last year. I mean, the more I've heard people talk about that game from like various podcasts and stuff, the more I've thought about maybe, I'm not an Indiana Jones fan, but maybe I'd go back and play it because it's one of the most highly regarded games of last year, really.
Right. And technically, it would be up for awards awards this year as well, since it came out in December. So it could be at the Game Awards this year.
A little. I mean, it's cool that it would be up for awards. It's a little rough that it wasn't able to get in with them last year,
Right.
and it has to compete this year.
True. This is gonna be a tough year to compete from all aspects. Aha! Got my camera back, but it looks like poop. But then also just, I guess, shout out to the extreme long and over the top Black Ops 7 focus at the very beginning. That's also one too. Like, Lord have mercy, that took forever. I gotta work on this camera.
I think that Black Ops 7, or at least from like the internet memes I've seen afterwards, the Black Ops 7 trailer might have done more for Battlefield pre-orders than the open beta.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
My YouTube shorts, for the day after that trailer was shown off, was filled with people watching the trailer for Black Ops and then immediately pre-ordering Battlefield.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of memes about that, where it was like the instantly going and getting it kind of thing.
I mean, I don't know. It didn't look that interesting to me. They have a bunch of weird stuff that they're doing as well. Like they have some 32 player PvE type game mode that they're doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It looks weird. I'm sure people that are into it will enjoy it, but it didn't do anything to sell me on it.
I don't think it sold a lot of people on it, honestly and truthfully. I mean that because like the constant reaction that I saw out of it was it's just like everyone finished it up and it's just like, well, Battlefield 6 we go. Let's go. Pre-orders are up. Here we go. But then we also had the big reveal at the end though, new Black Myth game. New Black Myth game and the Wukong series still continuing as well.
Well, it's the Black Myth series.
Yeah, Black Myth series, and then the Wukong element of it, the Journey to the West, still continuing as well.
Yeah. No, that was
Zhong Wei, is that it?
I think so. Yeah.
Zhong Wei.
Yeah, Black Myth Zhong Wei.
It's like a ghost. It's like he hunts demons and ghosts or something. He goes between heaven and hell or whatever.
Yeah,
or earth and hell.
Goes between worlds to capture gods or something like that.
Yeah.
Looked really cool. I mean, the cinematic trailer we got for it was. It was cool. It just showed the massive size and scale of it, similar to how Black Myth Wukong did originally. So cool to see that they like, because obviously they've got plenty of property to work with there.
Oh, true.
But really cool to see that they're continuing on with it and not just trying to stick with Wukong in particular.
Right, and try to do some other
But
properties, some other ideas.
we were all expecting a Wukong DLC, and instead
Yeah.
we got the new game announcement,
True.
which is, I mean, sick. It's like towards the end of the show, they were like, we got one more announcement. It came up, and I saw Game Science. I was like, oh, here we go. And then as it was going, I'm like, this looks different.
Okay, this is not what I expected.
But yeah, looks sick. I don't know when it's coming out. I'll pick it up when it comes out.
Right. Yeah, that's one of those things that, like, now that it's been announced, it's like, well, it's gonna be a while, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. Just let them cook, let them do their thing. It's gonna be fine. No big deal. But I mean, overall, like, Gamescom opening night live. I mean, it was solid. It had some cool stuff in there. It just, besides, I guess, Black Myth, there was nothing that like popped out for me where it's like, oh my god, I'm like ready to jump to the walls. It was just a lot of nice like updates for stuff. Some you got some cool announcements throughout, but overall, it was a fine show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a more fun watch than some of the showcases have been, but it wasn't one where I came out of it and I'm like, I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm excited for.
Yeah.
It was a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of either not been talked about or hadn't been talked about in a long time.
Right.
And then a little bit of new spread throughout there, which was pretty cool.
Yep. I have no idea what happened to my camera, bro. I know you can't see it, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like, look how bright my camera is. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it like readjusted with the room or something, because like that window's a little bit open over there. I have no idea. We're gonna go to an ad break real quick, and it will be an actual ad break, so I can stand up and mess with something real quick. So let's do this one. We're gonna shout out some Rogue Energy real quick, and then we'll come back and talk future game show. Hey, do you like caffeine? Are you of the age of at least 18? Then maybe check out Rogue Energy. It's really good. Do you need to hydrate more? Then probably want to start with water. But if you want something that tastes good and hydrates you, then try Rogue Hydration. Do you need to chill more? Then try Rogue Chill. Do you need energy? Then drink the energy. It's really good. We have a referral link and a promo code Sparky3. You can get 10% off your order. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, okay. Yep, that didn't help the camera, but we're back after a Rogue Energy ad break. So make sure you use the referral link down below, promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off your order. I have no idea what's up with the camera, bro. So while I'm going to fiddle with it, John, do you want to kind of touch on future game show? I'll shout out some games as well. I did not watch the full show. I know you did. So while I fiddle with the camera, do you want to shout out some stuff from future game show that stood out to you?
I mean,
Well, unplug my camera. So
I was already gonna watch Feature Game Show regardless, because there was regardless of anything that happened in Feature Game Show, there was one thing that I knew was gonna be there, and it's why I watched any of the shows, honestly, and that was Fellowship trailer. Fellowship's a game I'm super excited for. Talked about it. What was it, a few months back when they had their open beta in that. It's essentially I mean, it's just a dungeon game. It's like an MMO dungeon grind. It's like you kind of pick your characters.
I don't know.
Yeah, you pick your character that you have. You go into it. It's a 4-man dungeon. You just run dungeons over and over again. That continuously scale up to get gear and keep going in higher dungeons. I was super excited for that. I mean, we've been waiting on information from it. We finally got the what was it? We got the open beta announcement. So we got the date for. I forgot what the date is. I can check real quick.
Oh, for the early access?
Yeah, where is it? Early access goes into early access October 9th. And there will be an open beta beforehand. I don't have that date. Yeah, I don't have the exact date of the open beta, but yeah, it'll have an open beta lead that then goes into the complete early access of it. So that'll be fun. That's the main reason I was excited for Future Game Show to begin with, because I've been patiently waiting information on that, because that is currently one of my most anticipated games to come out this year.
As he said, God helps anything that stands in its way.
It's a weird time because it's even when it comes out, like it is right in the middle of that period where I have a game coming out like every other week that I'm excited for, and now it's like every week, because it's like towards the end of September through October, there's something every week for me. But yeah, that was like the big game that I was looking forward to going into it. Where is get back up to the announcements there, because there were some other things. The other game, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, with Death by Scrolling, there's another game that Death by Scrolling scrolls up. This game appears to scroll down. It's Monsters Are Coming Rock and Rock. It is a kind of like tower defense type game where you have a moving city that you can run around the outside of it as it's scrolling down. Monsters are attacking, and you collect resources from there to expand your defenses of your city. Looks really cool. There's a demo out for it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm looking forward to playing it. What else do we have here? Probably not a game that I'm actually gonna play, but Deer and Boy continues to look pretty good. It's a platformer, which is probably why I'm not gonna play it, because I don't particularly enjoy platforming games for the most part.
Yeah, how's Astrobot going?
I don't enjoy them for very long. It's like the novelty wears off on me pretty quick.
That's fair.
But it's a game. It looks just great. So it's one where I probably won't play it, but if you're looking for like a smaller stylized platform game, it looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do we get?
Wild Blue was one that stuck out to me.
A lot of this showcase was weird.
Yeah,
like a bunch of weird games.
I was just going through like the list of individual trailers, and I was looking at the article and stuff, and kind of handpicking things here or there.
Shape of Dreams is a roguelike game that I've played the demo of before.
Mm-hmm.
It's solid. I think I don't remember if the announcement is that it's going into 1.0. Might be that's what's happening with it. But it's a solid roguelike game. I've played it like I said, I played the demo a little bit, enjoyed what I played so far. Got another look at Pragmata.
Yeah. New Capcom's new game coming out next year. Looks cool.
But I mean, for the most part, Future Game Show is a lot of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. The biggest announcement for me, and it was the announcement in the show, was Halloween the game. Massive Halloween fan. I grew up watching the Halloween movies.
Yeah, I knew you weren't watching it, so I messaged you. I was like, Halloween game just got announced.
Yeah, and I sent back, no way. No shot. No, very excited. And I'm also excited it's not just strictly just like a multiplayer game like Friday the 13th, that like there is a single player mode called The Night That He Came Home. So like, I'm glad there's at least something else besides just like, I don't expect it to be some huge, massive narrative masterpiece, but it's cool to have something. You know?
Did you watch the trailer for it?
Yeah, I did.
Because it was funny, because since it was the game that like ended the showcase, they're like, you know, well, who would we be if we didn't have a one more thing?
Right.
It's getting into we're getting close to spooky season, and I was like, okay, so we're getting some kind of horror game, and it came up, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is going on here? And then it's like the lady runs out of the house and is like screaming and like kind of talking about stuff, and I'm like, is this a Halloween game?
Oh yeah, brother.
And then because it's like it wasn't until like the second house got shown with people in there that the music kind of kicked into that traditional Halloween theme.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was like, this is giving Halloween vibes, but are they really making a Halloween game?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting.
It'll be fun.
That one, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a single player game that has a multiplayer component to it.
Yep. Yep. So it's gonna probably have the same vibe that Friday the 13th had. But then also has whatever the single player element's going to be. So, I mean, I'm excited for it. It's going to be cool. I think there's a lot of possibilities they could take with it as a Halloween fan. I think there's a lot of DLC related things that you could do to update it for future movies and future like set locations and stuff for like maps for the multiplayer side. And again, I have very low expectations for the single player, but you could just do a shot like a tit for tat inspiration of like, you know, they did say the game was going to be based in 78. So it is like the classic. But I mean, like you could even kind of take it your own route too. Cause like if for anyone that's not a Halloween fan, Halloween has like multiple timelines, depending on which way you want to go, where it's like you have the original Halloween that then transitions into Halloween H2O and Resurrection. You got the original Halloween that goes into the new trilogy we just got by David Gordon Green. Then you have Halloween 1 to Halloween 2 and 81. Halloween 1, 2 to 4 to 5 and 6. I mean, like, there's so many different storylines. So it's like, it's going to be based in 78, but they could also kind of put their own twist onto it, which I think that's fun and exciting. So yeah, no, I'm excited for the Halloween game, man. As a Halloween fan, been wanting something like a Halloween game for a long time. When Friday the 13th got its game, like what, a decade ago, kind of put the hope that maybe one day this could be possible. You know, then Halloween got a crossover with
Maybe you
who
put the
is it?
hope in that you might actually get a good game.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. Hopefully, I get a good game. Halloween just had a crossover recently with God. What was it? You can buy it like on Switch. Ash versus like Ash Evil Dead. Some I don't remember the name, but it's like Ash something. It's like it's some spooky ass, you know, shoot 'em up, beat 'em up kind of game. I cannot Evil. I'm drawing the biggest blank on the name of this game right now. But Halloween had a crossover with that, so like the seeds were there. The seeds were there. So I don't know. Either way, it's cool. I'm excited for it.
I will say they showed up. Every time this game comes up, like in a showcase, it always gets more time than I think it should.
Mhm.
And that's Dreams of Another.
Mhm.
It's this like artistic experience type game
Yeah.
where you're passing through kind of like this white pixelated kind of area, and you like use weapons to shoot and destroy the dreamscape to open up kind of like the memories memories or experiences of people.
Mhm.
It always gets more time than I think it should,
Right.
because because I'll be flat, it's not a game I'm really interested in, but I feel like this is one of those games that's like it's the games for experience kind of. It's more of like the artistic experience that you get while playing the game.
Right. That's fair.
So it's one where it's like I don't think it's one where it always goes on, and I'm like, I feel like you should be showing less of this because this is something that you're supposed to experience as you play it rather than show it off.
Yeah, and kind of see it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I can understand where you're coming from on that. You know, not really in the exact same vein, but it's like in terms of like experience, it's almost kind of like that game that just dropped, Sword of the Sea, which also got great reviews, by the way. Where all the reviews that I've seen for it, it's like this is a game that, like, if you've got like an OLED monitor,
that's the one from the Journey team.
correct. If you have like an OLED monitor or OLED TV or whatever, this is a game you just need to get on just to experience like the graphical style and the art and everything for it. So it's kind of like that, where it's like it's just an experience. You know,
That's kind of where my mind goes.
yeah,
Is like anytime I see games like this where I'm like, it seems to be more about the journey and the experience that you have while doing it.
Mhm.
I think back to Journey.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Sword of the Sea falls in that category perfectly then. Um, like I kind of touched on, Wild Blue looked kind of cool. Straight up, it's just a Star Fox game, so that's cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Star Fox.
Yeah,
game.
yeah, that's straight up just a Star Fox game. Looks
Yeah,
cool.
they when they were introduced, they were like, "This is inspired by Star Fox," and they started showing. I went, "No, that is Star Fox."
Yeah, that is straight up Star Fox. Like, man, so I was like, I saw that. I'm like, oh, nice. I get something Star Fox
Yeah.
in the near future.
Yeah, you were talking. We talked about franchises that could come back. There you go. There's your Star Fox.
There's
game.
my Star Fox game. I called it. Here we go. I called it. Another game that, like, going into the gameplay trailer, I was like, kind of like, all right, hopefully this is going to look pretty cool. And then I watched it, and it's like, it just kind of felt sluggish. Was Lost Helden. So I played their last game. I've never played that studio, Artisan Studios. I haven't played their first game, but their last game, Astria Ascending. I have played Astria Ascending, and the concept of Astria Ascending is really cool. But like the game was like kind of, you know, and it was one of those that I always wanted to go back to. And for Astria Ascending, it was actually one that I wanted to go back to on Switch. But then, funny enough, apparently the Switch version is like broken, and there's like a part of the game that just like it is flat out broken. You cannot finish the game, and I'm like, that's crazy. But last Helden, like when I saw it got announced, I was like, okay, this looks kind of cool. But then I watched the trailer, and I don't know if it was just me or not, but it just looked kind of sluggish, you know, and clunky. So I was like, well, that's unfortunate because like they have cool concepts for games. Like the concepts and the art style is really cool, but it's like you just gotta kind of finish on the gameplay element, you know. But I don't know. That's one to kind of shout. Oh, Discounty, they got to kind of showcase that a little bit. That just dropped recently. Christina's been playing it and absolutely loves it. You know, where it's a little pixel game. You have your own little grocery store with your grandma or whatever. Just a fun little cozy game. So shout out to that. That one's apparently doing pretty well. But no, I mean, from what I see, I haven't watched everything from Future Game Show. Like I said, I was just going through trailers, you know. But from the stuff I watched, like Witch-Spired, Pragmata, Halloween, Last Helden, I watched the Chronos: The New Dawn stuff. I watched the Hell Is Us story trailer, Wild Blue, Bounty Star, Recur, 13Z, the Zodiac Trials, Blood of the Dawnwalker, stuff like that. I mean, it seemed fine.
Yeah, I mean, Future Game Show. It was whereas like Gamescom opening night was more of like we're going to show you a trailer and then we're going to talk about the trailer and then do that. Future Game Show was more of we're going to show you like 5 back-to-back trailers and then we're going to have a little comedy segment with the hosts.
Yep.
And then we're going to show you 5 more trailers.
Right.
So it was one where it was more of getting a bunch of game trailers out there as opposed to focusing on a bunch or like any main ones in particular.
Yeah.
And it's one where, I mean, Future Game Show, no matter when it happens, it's always kind of, it feels like a shotgun approach.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, we're going to show you a bunch of stuff. You'll probably find 1 or 2 things in here that is going to appeal to you.
Yeah.
They did talk a little, like you mentioned, they talked a little bit about Blood of the Dawnwalker.
Mm-hmm.
Looks cool. It's like, it's still one, I'm probably still going to play it. But they did kind of, they have over the months and then again here reiterated how their time system actually works. Because it's a game where when they first announced it, talked about how you have 30 days and 30 nights to to be able to save your family.
Mhm.
Time does not pass by playing the game. Time only passes from doing quests and objectives towards that like change how things work or like level you up basically.
Yeah.
But they did say there's no restrictions on actually having to do any of that. If you wanted to, you could load into the game and immediately go fight the boss.
Oh, so yeah, it's like that Breath of the Wild approach where it's
They
like, hey, feel free, buddy.
Yeah, and it's like they said every quest in that you do, it'll clearly tell you how much time of your clock it is consuming, and you'll always be aware of how much time you have left. But also, if you don't want to, if you want to go see if you can fight the boss at the very beginning of the game, you can load in and immediately go fight him.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you besides your own skill.
Your own skill. So basically not for me. I need to go play the game first.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'd play the game. Also, you won't be able to do if you want to be able to do quests and save your family, you won't be able to do everything.
Yeah, I think they talked about that when they initially revealed the game, right?
Yeah, it's like you can do all the quests, but you won't be able to save your family. But if you want to save your family, you have to prioritize what quests you want to do.
See, that's such an interesting element to the game. I dig that a lot, honestly.
So we'll see how that works. The concept of the game and the look of the game seems more interesting to me than the gameplay has so far.
Right.
Gameplay looks
Average.
average at best right now.
Yeah, it's like kind of like an average.
They've showed, it's like the combat that we've seen has looked okay. Maybe it'll be improved by the time the game comes out, but it's one where the overall concept and the world around it sounds more interesting than the gameplay.
I can get that. There's definitely a handful of games that I've experienced that are in that kind of realm.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be a pretty cool video. I should probably do that as a video of games that have super cool and interesting concepts and stories, but the gameplay is just maybe that's a future video I'll do whenever I got some free time. So put that on the back burner. But no, I mean, it's hopefully, like you said, the gameplay does improve because like that's the one thing I've taken away from it too, just consistently is the gameplay just looks fine.
Yeah,
so hopefully it improves.
It's one where maybe because it's in particular the boss fights don't look that fun.
Yeah,
but maybe that's more fun just playing the game and fighting normal enemies and not doing boss fights. Maybe that part will be fun, and then the boss fights are kind of just like, we'll get through it.
Yeah, it's like we'll figure it out when we kind of figure it out. You know, but overall, future game show. I mean, from what I've seen, this seems fun. Had some cool stuff in it. Yeah.
It's an all right show.
Yeah,
couple things
that went to my wish list. So
couple things that I'm interested in between future game show and Gamescom opening night. So
yeah,
I got what I wanted to out of it, but I essentially knew what was going to be there from the beginning.
Yeah, Fellowship, which again, like he said before, God helps anything is in its way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one where it's like I know I'm gonna play the shit out of that, but that's fallen right in between two other games that I want to play as well. So we'll see how it works out.
Yep. Like I said, I got some wish list stuff out of it too. I think Wild Blue is the one I'm probably excited for from future game show besides Halloween, just because I like Star Fox. Star Fox is fun. So having basically a new Star Fox game that Nintendo won't do, it really is like that Thanos thing at the end of like whichever Marvel movie that was. I don't remember which one it was, where he went and took the gauntlet. He's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself." That's basically these devs with Wild Blue. It's like, you know what, Nintendo, if you're not gonna make a great Star Fox game, we'll do it ourselves.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think Star Fox does not fit in the current day gaming.
I'm telling you, dude, if they go like a revamped assault approach, then it does. I think it can.
I think it would be like a flash in the pan thing because you can't. It'd have to be a quick game because you can't make a long game like that because people will get tired of it.
Yeah, you just make like a nice 10 to 15 hour game.
But even then, it's like I don't know. It's not something I would be looking for.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Nintendo does ever actually bring Star Fox back, hopefully they, like I said, just dial into Assault, maximize land combat, tank combat, R-wing combat, and you have and revamp that, make it nice and pretty, and you got yourself a banger of a Star Fox game. That's all you got to do. But you know what we're gonna get instead? We're just gonna get another 64 remake of some capacity. That's all we're gonna get.
Yep.
That's all they're gonna do. Is just something else like 64. It is what it is, I guess. That's the state of Star Fox. All right, let's shout out some merch. Head over to Sparky3shop.com. You can grab some merch over there, whether if it's the Sparky 3 shirt, which that'd be pretty cool of you. The ATFS shirt, the Gamesthetic, we got the B, we got a few different hats, got some new hats in the shop now. You know, we are approaching somewhat. We'll see how long. Some cold season. It might take a little bit, but I got a new embroidered hoodie in there, so you can go pick that up. I've also got a couple new shirts that have dropped this week. So if you want to head over to Sparky 3 Shop and support the brand, we'd appreciate that support. Yeah, this camera's still not working, by the way. Like, it's just like, look how it's flashing. It's been flashing like this the entire time.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know what happened. We'll figure it out after the show. So I'm running through Zach's camera right now. How's it going?
Yeah.
Get the job done. It works. You know, you can see my face. You can see my Hawaii Rainbow Warriors helmet behind me. They kick off today against Stanford, so that's cool. A little bit of a shout out there.
Yep, wrong show.
Yep, I know, but hey, shout out. That was such a quick shot from you. That was so quick. Wrong show.
If I don't, you guys, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's just you or if it's you and Zach, I gotta rein y'all in sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of happens. It happens, man. I'm sorry. But let's talk about the Pokemon stuff. Worlds took place. Hey, shout out to Giovanni in the Master Division, taking home the crown, but also got a lot of information on just the future of the competition.
Yeah,
That was something we've been kind of waiting on.
it was something we all assumed
Yeah.
and just was waiting on the confirmation to happen.
Yep.
Which was, I mean, that's why every time there's information or like anytime they do a direct or anything, I'm like, talk about champions.
Yep.
Talk about champions. That's what we want to know about.
Right.
But yeah, going forward, Pokemon Champions will be the mainstay for VGC.
Yeah.
Which is
expected.
I mean, it's expected and it's great. I mean, granted, now we're pretty much off the Switch going forward now, so we'd have less issues. But I mean, you might as well have your own your own system to play through where you have access to everything.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter what, if it just makes it simpler. So if you want to bring back a mechanic or if you want to introduce something new, it'll always be integrated into the into your core battle focused game.
True.
So it just makes everything a little bit simpler.
Yeah, it does. They showcase the Omni Ring that your trainer in the game will wear, which will allow you to utilize all of the mechanics that have been introduced up to this point in the specific playset, of course, because they did say that the playset that would be for 2026 would be Megas, which makes sense with ZA coming out here at the end of the year. But in the future, if they want, maybe 2027 to be Z moves or Dynamax or
nobody wants Z moves.
Yeah, no one wants Z moves, but there's gonna be a set for it. There's gonna be a set for it,
and it's like it also like gives you the opportunity to like, if you want to do like not a full year, if you want to do a 3-month period.
Yeah, true. That's
if
also
you want to
true.
do a 3-month period where you're like, hey, we have to do Z moves. Nobody wants to do it. We're gonna do it for 3 months.
Yeah, it's like they could do it for the ranked set as an unranked set as well, where it's just like, hey, in the ranked play for the next 3 months, it is going to be a Z move set, and you can that's what you have to do for ranked, and then offline you can kind of do whatever, maybe have different ladders for each one of the current gimmicks, and then they also confirmed that with the concept of the Omni Ring and just Champions as a whole, future gimmicks introduced will also be integrated into the game. So whatever is going to come for Gen 10, assuming it has a gimmick, will also be introduced into Pokemon Champions. And it again, like you just said, it does make everything just simple, right? And it also opens up more possibilities for more people to play competitive Pokemon because this is also a mobile game. So it just opens up the possibility for people that just maybe don't have a Switch, don't have the Switch 2, don't want to get one, but they want to maybe dip their toes a little bit, and even if it's just casual online play, right?
Yeah,
This is a way for them to do it.
I'll be checking it out like periodically. It'll be a completely casual thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm not one to really want to dive super deep into competitive battles and everything. I would throw some stuff together and just have some fun.
Yeah. So, with this, moving away from the mainline games, one thing that I was wondering is like, man, I wonder what Gen 10 will look like with its battle format, because they also confirmed in all of this that Pokemon Legends ZA will have an online ladder with that new battle style. So it's like, do you think they would actually like go all the way and change the battle style for Gen 10? Because my mindset is keep it the turn-based combat. We know, but like I could see a possibility of it.
Well, no, I think they'll keep it as turn-based battles for Gen 10. You kind of have to.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Because if you want to maintain a competitive scene, you have to have you kind of have to have the turn-based battles. It's integrated into its DNA.
True.
At this point. Legends is the opportunity they have to be weird with it.
Yeah, to have fun.
It's
swap it up every game.
It's like Legends are offshoot games, and offshoot games, it's Legends, whether they make like additional offshoot games going forward, that's where they get to like be unique, have some fun, change it up a little bit. But you don't change it up too much for the classic formula.
Right.
It's like, I mean, people love the current battle style. Well, I mean, it's like it's the current battle style is iconic for the competitive scene.
Mhm.
If you change it to a more active based system, then
You're confusing your audience.
it's like it's like you're kind of yeah, you'd bring in some new people, but you'd also kind of be alienating the people that have been with you for
Yeah.
as long as
True.
they have.
True. True. I also wonder if Gen 10 would have any form of online battling, even if it's just go on and play casually. You know what I mean?
It would.
I would assume.
I would assume that it would because uh the thing is the idea. I think the idea behind Champions is still to play the game and build your team as much as possible outside of the game, and use Pokemon Home to import it.
Yes.
So it's like you would still want to. You still have to have the online battles there because then you don't. You would want to be able to play them there and then be like, okay, I like this team. I'm gonna go import it into Champions. You don't want to like spend the time to create, like, start working and create a team, import it over, and then not enjoy playing it.
Right.
Or it's like, I mean, because that's, I mean, they've said it's Pokemon Home compatible, so that's like you gotta expect them to want you to do that, but at the same time, there's gonna be plenty of people who would just rather battle in the game that they bought
Yeah.
and not have to
And
worry
just
about
chill.
hassle and trading stuff over and stuff like that.
That's true too. That's true too. Yeah. No, I mean it like we said, it was expected to get this news. It's cool that we got it confirmed right now. You know, just go ahead and knock it out. You're at Worlds. Worlds has come to a close. ZA is just a few months away, a couple months away, whatever. Just go ahead and get it done. Let's go ahead and reveal to the world that, hey, 2026 Worlds, we will be playing on Champions. So I mean that's cool. I mean I'm excited to see that possibility of all the different gimmicks being involved. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm excited about. You know, same thing with whatever Gen 10's gimmick's going to be. You know, a lot of different rumors out there for what it could be, but you know, it also getting integrated to it's also pretty cool. So I mean, top to bottom, I'm excited for, and I'm also just excited for ZA getting an actual online battle mode because that was one of the things that kind of killed Legends Arceus, of where it's like once you finish the game, you're kind of done with the game. You know, you can just go shiny hunt, I guess, and that's it. There's nothing else to really do. You know,
Yeah,
meanwhile,
I mean,
this one, it's like you can go online. It's like a 4-person little battle arena. You guys duke it out.
well, I mean, for for like Legends, it made sense with the way they changed the battle system for there with agile and strong style and that.
Right.
There was no way to really do an online battle system with that when, I mean, half the gimmick was changing to agile style to be able to attack multiple times in a row and stuff like that. It's like
That's fair.
that doesn't work in an online setting necessarily, because at that point it's like it almost need it would every people would just like try to train their mons to
Be
just
fast as heck.
either be fast, but it was also a thing where, I mean, the EV system in that game was completely different than the normal games anyway.
True.
So it an online setting didn't make sense necessarily in the way they structured that battle system. Now for ZA, they can just kind of be weird with it and go, yeah, 4, you go in there and have fun.
Yeah, duke it out. Fight Club, which is basically the whole game is Fight Club. It's Pokemon Fight Club, so it makes sense. You
But
know,
yeah,
just go in there and have fun.
But yeah, then we also we got a new Mega announcement.
We did Mega Victory Bell.
Not what I would have.
You know,
Not one I probably would have picked. But
I'm curious if you had the same reaction as I did and someone else did that I chat to about this. Did you look at this and immediately think that looks like something from Mario? Because that's what me and someone else thought.
I didn't really think too much of it at all.
Okay.
I kind of I had seen that they were teasing for it.
Right.
And I saw like a screenshot of it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was one where it's like, because I saw Mega Victor Bell before I saw the screenshot, so I was already losing interest.
Right.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah. I do like how they're just going like full blown goofy though. I will say that because like they really are. They're just they're leaning into the goof, and I'm just like, you know what, that's fine. Like megas are supposed to be really over the top.
Well, they're supposed to be over the top, but it's one of those where it's like design wise, you can kind of look at it and go, well, yeah, we know which ones you we know which ones you cared about.
Okay, now you're not wrong on that.
It's like we know which ones you cared about and which ones you expect us to use.
Right, that's true. There are definitely some megas that are mailed in. Like I would say one of the greatest examples is Kangaskhan, where it's literally just the baby jumps out of the pouch and that's the mega.
I mean, also one of the most popular megas of all time.
It is. It is.
One of the most popular, one of the most powerful.
You are right on both parts. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm excited to continue to see the rest of them because, like, assuming the leaked list is true, man, Drampa's one I'm very pumped for. Phalanx as well. Embor, just the starters. I'm excited to see what Embor is going to get. So I'm pretty pumped, as well as even the Gen 6 starters. I want to see what the Gen 6 starters are going to look like.
I'd be more interested to see the Gen 6 starters because Gen 6 starters are probably the ones where I've used the starters the least.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've like never used them.
Right.
Like even in my multiple playthroughs, I was always like, I'll use something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, in my opinion, two of them aren't that great, and then you got a freaking monster. So, that's my opinion. Chestnut, I'm a grass hole. I love my grass types. Chestnut first playthrough wasn't great. He was very okay. I don't have a lot of high opinions on Delphox, and then Greninja's a freaking goat.
It's like Delphox was. I mean, I picked Delphox. I think I didn't even make it to Delphox, and I boxed him.
Yeah, I remember that you made Abraxian and boxed him.
Yeah, so I was like, it is what it is. Other stuff in this game's more fun.
Yeah, true. We also got some new Unite characters: Empoleon, Delmise, Vaporeon, and Palmot. So that's cool. Shout out to Palmot being added. It's gonna be a good support type. Have not played Unite in forever. Maybe I should try to get on the Switch too. I wonder if they improved the menus at all, because the menus is like diabolical.
They wouldn't have improved that, I don't think. No, it was one where I've Unite has been gone from my memory for a long time.
Yeah.
When the Pokemon World Championships were happening, I clicked on a stream at one point and it came up and they were playing Unite, and I was like, huh.
Yeah.
That's not what I would have expected. And I'm looking at them like, none of these besides Charizard were in the game before last time I played.
Yeah. I might go actually update Unite when I go inside and might play it later tonight just to see what the field's like. Go in there and see how horrible I get wrecked. I might do that later. It's been a hot minute since I've played Unite. It's been a while. I don't think you've played it since like launch, right? No, actually, last time you played, me and you played it.
Like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was not a fun time. We got destroyed. Mega Evolution's also coming to TCG Pocket, so shout out to that. That's here in the near future. And also, friendly reminder: go on Scarlet and Violet and claim your shiny Legos from the recent battle events. As of right now, the cat and the slug are available. The fish and the bull are not. They will be available starting like September 4th and September 12th, I think. But the other two shinies are available right now to go get for free, and that runs up on September 30th. So don't forget, get on Scarlet and Violet and grab your shinies. No reason not to. Just do it for funsies.
Yeah, I guess I'll load mine up and just grab them.
I just did mine today. Once I put it on the script, I was like, yeah, I need to go do that. Because if I forget, I'll be mad.
It's one of the, I might as well do it.
Yeah, get on there and snag the couple of shinies you got right now, and then the other two will come up soon, and I'll remind everyone on the show when it comes up again in the near future. So, but overall, champion stuff was pretty cool. Overall, shout out to Worlds too. Everything about it. Shout out. Anyway, you got anything you want to chat about? If not, we can start going through the weekly wrap up. You got anything? Anything you've been up to? Anything you saw? Anything that bugged you?
Not really. Been a lot of the same this week.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just been chilling on RuneScape.
That's fair. I did finally buy my brain rot of college football. I finally bought my brain rot. I finally cracked.
No, I will say.
Been messing around with that.
I haven't downloaded it yet. I'll probably download it, but I'm probably going to hold off on playing it until it's a little closer to time. But Trails in the Sky First. Has a demo that's out now.
Yeah, people are been saying the demo is actually pretty solid.
Yeah, I saw that it was out. I'll probably download it. I don't want to play it until it's a little closer to time of the game actually coming out because I plan on like putting some time in, and I don't want to start enjoying it and getting excited about it and then have to stop.
That's fair. That's fair. 'Cause doesn't it come out next month?
Yeah, it's September 23rd, I believe.
Nice. A lot of good games coming out between like here at the end of August to like all the way to like really October. A lot of good games coming out.
Well, like it's for me. It kind of starts with Trails in the Sky, and then it's every week.
Yeah, you got something new
every week for like a month and a half.
now the question is, are you going to get that stuff every week, or are you going to be selective? That's the question.
No, I'm probably gonna get it because it's like Trails in the Sky. It's Digimon. It's
fair.
It's Fellowship.
Tails.
It's Tails. It's Pokemon.
That okay? Yeah. So right there,
It's like
right there's 5 immediately.
It's the big hitters of the year
for you,
or like 5 of the big hitters of the year for me.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's all coming out week after week after week.
I feel you. I'm trying to be a little selective right now because obviously I do have my trip coming up. But then also just because there is so much coming out at once, like I'm trying to be a little selective. So I did already pre-order Digimon Story, like the big boy, the second big boy physical edition. So I did have that. I'll pre-order Pokemon for sure. And then after that, like with September, it's like there are a lot of games coming out I want, like Silent Hill. I want to try Trails in the Sky as well. Sonic Racing. I got Lost Soul Aside here in a week. There are some other titles here or there. I gotta be a little selective. I know I'm getting Digimon and Pokemon right now. Everything else might be like post-vacation pickup. Goes to Yotei, same day as Digimon, which is diabolical for me. That's gonna be a post-vacation pickup.
My main thing is I haven't decided what I'm buying for what.
That's fair too.
Because several of those games, they have the Switch 2 version. I'm probably just gonna buy the Switch 2 version.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll buy some on PC. I don't want to commit to buying anything on my PlayStation right now because it's having issues.
Possible issue. Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm looking at some games will be bought for Switch 2, some will be bought for PC. I just don't know what I'm buying where because several of those games, as weird as it is to say, I want the physical copy of.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because, one of them is Tails remaster.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one. I want that physical copy just because I have my old physical copy from PS3.
Mm-hmm.
I want the new one to have with it.
Right, to pair up with it.
I'd like Trails. I'd like that one. Digimon, I'm less worried about having the physical copy of. I've never had a physical copy of the Digimon game, so that one is kind of a floater. I'll buy it where I buy it.
Yeah. I think I pre-ordered that one for PS5 is what I pre-ordered that one for.
Yeah, that one. Does it have a Switch 2 version?
I think so.
I may get it on Switch 2.
Let me confirm that.
I was about to say I would get that on PC, but that is like there, as you know, when you're playing like the Digimon like the Digimon story games, there's times when you just get into a mood where you just want to sit there and grind for a little while.
Yeah,
like grind out
and relax.
You sit back, relax, grind out. I prefer being able to sit back and do that. So I'd want to be able to like grab my Switch, take it with me, or take it to the TV.
That is a negative for now. It is not confirmed for now. So I mean, you could just get it for Steam and play on your Steam Deck. Could do that option. You know it's going to come to the Switch too, though. But obviously, you're not going to wait for that. But you know it's going to come.
Yeah, it's just
maybe get it for Steam and play on your Steam Deck and get it for Switch 2 later. Could do that because this is probably going to be a game that you're going to play multiple times, like we both played the PS4 stories multiple times.
It's well worth. Like I just got to figure out where I'm buying some of these games.
Yeah, that's fair.
But for the most part, I plan on getting at least those 5 games. And we'll see from there. Yeah,
I get that. It's going to be a rough few months of games, that's for sure. A lot of games back to back to back to back. God, man, you want to talk shotgun approach? It's shotgun approach right now with games coming out. God bless. My wallet's already in pain.
Oh yeah, no, it's I've known that there were games coming out real
Yep.
close to each other from them, but it kind of just hit me earlier where I was like, I'm gonna need to put a little money to the side for this.
Yeah, properly plan for it.
Yeah, because it's like September 23rd is the start. October is one a month, or one a week.
I know.
Luckily, Fellowship's in there, and Fellowship's on the cheaper side. It's gonna be $25 for access to it.
Yeah.
So that one's not gonna be bad. It's just the others. I don't know. At this point, I'm just assuming everything's gonna be $60-$70.
True.
So it is what it is. I'll deal with it when the time comes.
Yep. I feel you. That's basically how I'm taking it right now. Is I'm gonna deal with it as it approaches. Lost Soul Aside, I'm gonna wait on for a little bit. Since literally they come out the same dang day between Silent Hill and Sonic Racing, and I leave for my trip like a week later, gonna have to pick a poison there. It's probably gonna be Silent Hill, which is fine. So Sonic Racing will be our later pickup. But yeah, no, I feel you. Gotta set aside money and pick your poisons. It's gonna be a rough couple months.
Kind of surprised you say that you would take Silent Hill over that, because I would assume you'd pick Sonic and just pick it up on Switch and just play it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but so my excitement for Sonic Racing Silent Hill is actually probably a little bit about equal, because Silent Hill F does look really good.
That's what I was saying. It's like if you were gonna pick one, I would assume you would probably just pick the one that you would be easier to play.
Yeah,
like while you're traveling and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I know she really wants Silent Hill, so
We're talking about you.
Oh, I know, but she wants Silent Hill too. So we're gonna get her Silent Hill, both of us Silent Hill, and we're gonna play it. So Sonic Racing we'll get later. It's fine. It's all good. We'll pick it up.
You don't both have to buy the same game.
I know we don't have to buy, but let's only buy one game. Let's only buy one game. Especially when we're a week out from leaving, which right now I'm 40 days out from leaving? God bless. 41. All right, you ready to start going to the weekly wrap up?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Kirby Air Riders Direct, that took place. We did get a release date, November 20th. They did confirm, I guess, the full list of riders, potentially. I imagine there'll probably be more, but there's 16 riders, so.
Main thing, the only thing that I took out of this entire Direct, I didn't watch it or anything.
That's
fair. The only thing I took out of it was the news that it was basically Sakurai's entire Smash team.
Yep.
That worked on it.
Yep.
So it was one of those where it's like when that news came out, everybody went, "Oh, so we're further away than we thought."
It's a little possible. There's probably workings for it, but he did confirm, that the Smash team was reunited to help make this game. So Bondi and Sora.
Might as well get them back working together before you just throw them down into the pit and go make Smash.
Basically. I did think it was really funny that there were so many headlines that the game gets a second button to press. So I thought that was funny, where it's like, breaking news, Kirby Air Riders has a second button to press. And I'm like, man, Kirby Air Ride is such a fun little game, but yeah, there was only one button that you ever had to press, because you don't go forward or anything. You just kind of steer side to side, and that's still what you do here. You don't boost; it boosts for you. So you just have a boost button, and you have another button, whatever. So Sakurai did kind of meme on that, where it's like, you have a second button to hit now. It's just like, all right, man, all right, thanks. The copy abilities will go to every rider now. It's not just a Kirby thing anymore. And then they really kind of detailed these city trial stuff, which is kind of just going around like a little bit of a hub area. There can be 16 players at once, which I think that was Xillia, I think is what he showed. He also did basically admit that it was like Mario Kart. Yeah, he did kind of propose a joking question, showed a clip, and came back. It's like, okay, so yes, it's basically Mario Kart. So I love Sakurai's energy. Sakurai's energy is great. But he also did talk about how this was apparently a strong want from one of the head of Nintendo Creative. So the rumors that he used this as leverage to make a new Smash, I still think could be true. But he did, he also pointed out to his YouTube video, which was, keep in mind, pre-recorded, and where he did tease that there was a proposed game that he got pitched. So this was it. And here we go. Kirby Air Riders coming out in November.
He got pitched it when he's just sitting back going, I'm not doing Smash anymore. And they go, what if we let you do Kirby.
Yeah, something
We
Kirby.
know you want to do Kirby. What if we let you do that first?
Yeah.
We will pitch it to you so you can say that we pitched it to you.
Yeah.
If that'll be what it takes.
Yeah, bingo. He's like, well, all right, deal. Yeah. So, oh no, Kirby Air Riders Direct. It was very long, in my opinion. I mean, you got to see basically everything about the game imaginable, in my mind. All the different things all the different things that you could ride on, the characters, gameplay elements. I mean, that was a 45-minute direct for a racing game, so that's something else. You know what I mean? That's something only Sakurai could do. But I don't know, looks cool, I guess. Like we already talked about multiple times, Tales of Xillia Remaster was confirmed coming out on Halloween.
The only disappointing news about this is that it is just the first game.
Yep.
All the news that came out about it is everybody was like, man, I kind of wish it was a dual pack, kind of like what me and Zach were saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if it's not, this is my favorite Tales game, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and you could probably assume the second's coming too anyway.
Yeah, so they basically one thing they talked about is they've during their 30th anniversary celebration year, as they're calling it, even though it runs from December 2024 to December 2026. It is their 30th anniversary year as they're doing it, or as they're calling it. There's several more remasters planned.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting more remasters. It's just a matter of which ones come first.
Isn't there some Tales games that never even came out over here? Like some super old ones, or is that a different franchise I'm thinking of?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Might be a different franchise.
But yeah, more Tales remasters are on the way. I mean, this is the second one this year, so we can assume probably 2 more next year.
Yep. Like we did talk about at the beginning of the show, Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST crossover confirmed, and it will be launching alongside the Xbox release next week. So everything about it looks cool. Like we talked about earlier, the AR, man, looks sick. I mean, Halo ODST being the thing that pairs with it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's one where when everybody thought a Halo crossover, everybody thought Master Chief.
True.
They say ODST and you go, oh yeah, I guess you know they are Helldivers.
Yep. Right. So it makes so much sense. I still have not dove into Helldivers. I did buy it, but I still have not really played it.
I haven't played it in a while. I mean, there's a decent chance I may hop back into it and pick up this Warbond and the ODST stuff and
mess around,
play around, and have some fun with it.
Yeah. Ukulele Replayley, Nintendo Switch 2 Physical Edition is up for pre-order now, and the full game is on the cartridge, and that is also coming for PS5 and Xbox, just for the record. So shout out to that. I still need to play this game. I still need to play Ukulele. Metroid Prime 4 has now been rated by ESRB. John, it's coming, brother.
You keep bringing this up to me. You're the one who is like so determined on this. I just said I don't think it's happening.
It's coming, brother.
And the fact that it's taking this long is like...
It has been a concerning process. There's no lie. But the demo at Gamescom was apparently good. Stable, 60 FPS. Gameplay was good. Everything was fine.
Yeah, they had a demo at the Switch 2 launch months ago.
They did, yeah.
It's like, this is probably the same demo that they're showing off. It's nothing different.
Probably. Oh, hey, speaking of demo, man, I just realized something we overlooked completely earlier with the whole Gamescom week. Yeah, shout out to Hollow Knight Silksong getting its release date here in just like 2 weeks. Yeah, forgot to mention that. That's bad on us, but whatever. Yeah, no, I mean, it wasn't at Gamescom. It was a couple days later, but whatever.
I mean, it's not something we're gonna play.
Yeah, no. Big shout out to everyone. Looking forward to it though. But no, the Metroid Prime 4 thing, man. I definitely think there could be a direct here soon. I'm feeling like I have a feeling we could get a normal direct in the near future. They've been pumping out directs left and right. I don't think it's going to stop. I think we got one more direct in us.
I mean, people are going to be tired of if they're going to announce a direct, and people are just going to be annoyed with it because they just had to sit through a 45-minute Kirby direct.
Yeah, but this time it's a normal direct. So people are going to be excited and expect things that won't happen. So, and then the internet will be disappointed.
I don't get excited about any direct anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't even watch half of them anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one that has to beat my skull against the wall with these directs. RGC Studio Broadcast is set to have a major announcement on August 28th. I wonder if it'll be involving like Project Century or
It'll probably be Project Century, and it'll probably be their next, their next Like a Dragon game.
yeah, something like that. So, Expedition 33 Mirror Edition Amazon exclusive is now up for pre-order for Xbox and PS5. This is like Expedition 33 is low key about to be like a Persona 5 Royal situation, isn't it? Where it says edition after edition after edition. Like I feel like that's what this game is becoming at this point. I will say I did pre-order this because I missed out on the Monolith edition. I didn't end up getting that. And I did pre-order this for Xbox. So I got the Luminaire edition for my PS5, and now I have this for Xbox. So I've beat the game on both consoles. So whenever Expedition leaves Game Pass, I still have a way to play it. Plus, the Steelbook was pretty cool because this Steelbook had Verso and Mael. So, and the Steelbook that came with Luminaire edition was Gustav and Mael. So, yeah, I did pre-order this. It looked cool. So it's base game price. It's $60, whatever. So I was like, yeah, fine. I'll go ahead and snag this. Why not? It'd be nice for the shelf. Astrobot is apparently in the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake versus Monkey mode. So shout out to that. That game is dropping here in just a few days. Reviews for it are pretty solid so far. Speaking of Persona 5, apparently Persona 5 and Overwatch 2 are getting a collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out. Does that mean Overwatch 2 is going to die in a year? No, but, I see the meme still. I see the meme still. Like mentioned earlier, Escape from Tarkov 1.0 is officially releasing November 15th. So finally getting the big official release.
The meme of it being in early access can finally go away. People have been playing this game for like 8 years.
Yep. Now the full release finally coming. That means it's going to finally get a Metacritic score. That means it can be nominated for awards. Whole thing.
The people that play Tarkov are wild.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's a different level of gamer right there.
Right. Triangle Strategy is now out on PS5 and Xbox. If you've never played Triangle Strategy, you definitely should go play it. It's a great game. High on Life 2 will be launching February 13th of next year, which I will be playing.
I was going to say, you can go enjoy that.
I will go play that game. Where Winds Meet will be launching November 14th. And we also have the ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X launching on October 16th. A lot of launch dates announced over this past week and stuff. There is a rumor and report as well that BioShock 4 has been internally delayed from 2026 to 2027. Keep in mind, Take-Two CEO said this game is definitely coming out.
That's what I was going to say. Is he said this game is 100% coming out. It is not getting canceled.
Yeah, and they just laid off 80 plus employees, which is why I got delayed. So, off to a great start, guys. This was interesting. Apparently, First Descendant is using an AI version of a streamer. The streamer is Daniel the Demon in TikTok ads to promote the game. So I went and looked at the video in this article, and sure enough, it was legit. It is the First Descendant official TikTok page, and it had this streamer with the game happening below him. And brother, when I tell you that is a very clear AI video of that streamer with the way his mouth was moving, because his body would move this way, and you could tell the mouth couldn't keep up with it, moving with them. So yeah, not a great look. Not a great look right now for the First Descendant. I wanted to put that in there because I know you had your little 4-month period with the game.
I saw the article title. I didn't bother to look any deeper on it.
Yeah, no, it is legit. It was their official TikTok page, and that was 100% an AI video. So not a good look for the First Descendant right now. Sony sold its stake in Evo to Nodwin Gaming. Sony will become a global partner of Evo through 2028. John, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm as someone not tapped into the Evo vein.
It's just one where Sony was part owner. They've said they're still staying on as sponsors.
Yeah.
It's like they're still going to be involved with Evo. It's just one where they may look at it, or they may have been approached and be like, we don't necessarily need to. It's like we could still be a part of it, but we don't need to be part owner, essentially.
Yeah.
So I don't know. As long as the showcase itself doesn't change, and it still kind of has it stays to its core, then it's fine.
Right. Okay. PS5 price increases also happened. So shout out to that. Base model PS5 with the disc, $550. The digital is now $500, and the Pro is now $750. Yikes! I mean, it was bound to happen, I guess. And now everyone's looking at Switch 2. It's like, how long until that one increases? Like everyone thought it was. I say give it another year. Give it after the holiday season, I think, and we'll see a price increase of the Switch too.
Yeah, but I mean, people will still keep buying the Switch too. PS5s, it's like, I mean, everybody keeps talking about, oh, new consoles are coming, new consoles are coming. It's like, well, why are you increasing your prices and nobody was going to buy it anymore?
Right, right. And last thing I had is shout out to the 1 year anniversary of Concord. This year, 1 year ago, was the release date. So shout out to that historical disaster. What a meme Concord is and forever will be. Because now we can refer to things as, man, did it get Concorded? Is it going to be Concord? You know, that's going to be the bar for terrible disasters moving forward. So shout out to Concord, man. You got anything else to add? Weekly wrap up? Any news that I missed?
I don't think so. I think the few things I had, I've already kind of shouted out.
Okay. Well, Gamesthetic Game of the Week. It's your week, right? Because I was not prepared.
Well, it was Zach's week, I think, but
Was it?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Was it his week? Well, who did last week? Was it me?
I don't know. I think you did. I don't know.
I don't remember
I don't
either.
pay attention.
I don't remember. I don't know either.
I pay attention when it's my week.
No, that's fair. I think I just updated Game of the Week history. Oh, yeah. No, last week, I guess, was my week because I did Dragon Ball Origins. Okay. So do you want to do it or I want to do it? Which one?
I mean, I could throw something out there. I don't have anything like deep cut or anything.
Okay.
I don't have. I'll just throw out a game that I've been playing recently.
Okay.
It's probably going to be the newest release game I've ever done on Gamesthetic Game of the Week. But Gamesthetic Game of the Week, I'll give to game I've been playing recently called Dead Zone Rogue.
Okay.
Dead Zone Rogue is a first person shooter roguelike game where I gotta be honest, paid zero attention to the story, any of the lore as it's come up. I've just skipped past it. It's there if you want to be involved with it, but it's essentially a roguelike game where the thing with this one is you're essentially going through floors, or you're going room by room, and after you complete a room, you get an opportunity to get like either perk points or what they call items, which is essentially just other ways that increase your power throughout the run. And you like it has weapons and items that drop throughout the run or throughout killing enemies, and you can also get them from after every few rooms. You can buy them at what they call the fabricator. It's where you can upgrade weapons or buy some new ones from the shop that are there. When I first started playing it, I thought it was just like generic shooter roguelite, nothing fancy to it. A lot more fun. It's got some depth to it that's more interesting. It has it has a different systems. It has like a meta progression tech tree and like upgrade system so that in between runs you can upgrade and carry those bonuses through. And then as you get further in the game, it has during the runs depending on the perks and items you get, you unlock synergies and that. It's a lot of fun. It has the difficulty ramps up pretty well, and it's got in its mission select, it has a pretty interesting or like pretty fun list of challenges because it'll have challenge levels where like you may get a unique weapon that like pretty much you can only use that weapon throughout the run, but it has like certain upsides or downsides. So like one of the runs I did, it was a sniper, like its own type of sniper where it was run specific, where it was a lot more powerful, but if you miss, you immediately have to reload. So it was essentially one shot. But if you landed the shots, or if you landed headshots, then you never had to reload the gun as long as you continued landing them. And that's kind of how their specialty missions work. And there's three different what they call zones. So there's zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3, and then each one has its own specialty missions, as well as like wave-based things where it's like just survive as long as you can. So it's got more to it than I originally thought when I bought the game. I went into it thinking, oh, this will be a fun game for like 4 hours or something.
Yeah.
I'm like 16 hours into it, and I have a lot of missions left to do. So I'm having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun. If you enjoy like FPS roguelike games, I'd give it a shot because it's pretty fun. I think it's like $24 on Steam right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would check it out. I'd recommend it if you enjoy that style game.
Nice. Another Gamesthetic game of the week in the books, and next week we'll pass it back to Zach and get back on normal rotation, I guess. Or we can pass it to Zach and get back to me and then back to Zach. I don't know.
We'll just figure it out.
We'll figure it out. All right, I'm hit the music. I'm not gonna change the screen though because of the camera issues. But let's wrong thing. Let's get out of here though.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And if you like what you saw with us here, we do these live streams usually every Saturday about 6 p.m. Central Time. So come check us out then.
Yeah, and if you want to support us, I'm looking at the wrong camera. If you want to support us further, the Patreon's a great way to do so. Join the Discord, be a friend, tell a friend, as well as check out some Rogue Energy with the referral link down below. Promo code Sparky30 to get 10% off your order. And head over to Sparky30 shop, pick up some merch. But don't feel like doing that. Just subscribe to the channel, liking, commenting, all that stuff. That helps out a lot. It really does. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.